Welcome back to another episode of the I'm Not a Hater podcast. Now, this is a special type of episode I'm doing here regarding Thanksgiving and some of my rules for Thanksgiving and ensuring that your Thanksgiving is, a great time, right? Because we know, Thanksgiving is a couple days away now, or actually, it's 2 days away. At this point, it's Tuesday. And we all gonna be gathering together with family and friends for this event. So this is just my rules. Um, you know, I used to do this on Facebook for a lot of years. I used to write these out. So I figured like, yo, I got a podcast, I record this stuff. Like, let me just go ahead and kind of put this down on video for everybody. So they kind of know what the my list of do's and don'ts pretty much are for Thanksgiving. But I'm gonna do them in rule form. So it's gonna be about maybe let's see, one, two, three. I'd say about 9 to 10 rules, maybe, and we just gonna go through them, right? Have a little fun with it, laugh at it, think about your families over the years. Um, see what fits, what don't fit. Be like, this boy crazy or whatever. But just have fun with it overall, right? It's just rules for fun. We just gonna laugh a little bit. Laughter is good for the soul. All right. So, rule number one: if you're gonna join your family and friends, make sure you do so. Now, dinner might be on CPT time, and for my colored people time, y'all know what that means. If it start at, if they say it start at 3, show up at about 5. Because if you show up at 3, what you gonna be part of? The setup crew. You're gonna be helping and on your feet the whole time. You don't want to do that, so show up at about 5 o'clock when everything start rolling. All the food is done and the host and took everything out. They got it on the tables. You show up, boom, good time. Good time guaranteed. You show up early though, you gonna be helping. So if that ain't in your spirit to do that, don't show up at 3 o'clock. I promise you that. All right. Rule number two. If you're gonna bring games, let it bring cards. I know Spade's gonna jump off. Uno for those that, set up the different tables, like set it apart. You got your spades people, you got your Uno people. Make the difference. You know who you are. But bring some games to Big My house so that once we get our 2, 3 plates in and our dessert, man, we not just sitting there looking at each other or making awkward conversation. Like bring the cards out. It's time to get it in. Now, with the spades though, spades can get real. You don't end up not talking to your partner because they reneged. They had 7 in the possible, but they only played 4 books. Yeah, you don't want them type of problems. So if you ain't an experienced spades player, don't take yourself over there. You stay over there with Uno. Stay in your lane. Do what you need to do. Okay. All right. Now, moving on. In the same vein of keeping it positive, rule number 3: don't come around with negative energy. If you that type of person that when you come to the family gathering, everything jumps off because you messy, you got stuff to say, come get your to-go plate on Black Friday. Don't ruin the vibe at grandma auntie's house or auntie's house because you don't talk to everybody. Pookie don't mess with Ray Ray, and now we can't have dinner because they got to go in the back and fight. I don't want to waste my energy on eating, my energy for eating on watching y'all scrap in the backyard. We ain't kids no more. Go and take that somewhere else, or like I said, don't come around till Black Friday. Get your plate. Grandma gonna have more than enough food for you on Black Friday. Them leftovers still gonna hit. All right, I'm gonna slide this one in. Now, this is my all-time like probably top rule. Don't get fly. Now you probably looking at me like, what you mean don't get fly? Just what I said. Don't get fly. Don't put your best on because you want to show out. Put your $300, clothes on. Man, look at me. This is what I'm gonna be looking like. I got on the hoodie. I got my do-rag on, right? Protect my waves at all costs. I got on sweats, and I'm coming to the function like that. My family already know this how I'm pulling up, this how I'm looking. No need to ask me a bunch of questions. Now, I might throw on some jeans and a sweater, depending on whose house I'm going to. Might show out a little bit, but I ain't doing too much, man. My sneakers gonna be probably the flyest thing on me at that point. Some New Balances, some Nikes, nothing, nothing big, something light, but we doing it, right? It's Thanksgiving. We really there about the family and the friend aspect of the whole situation. All right. So that was number 4. All right. I told you, like, we going through these rules and we going through them pretty quick. Yo, rule number 5. Please, 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 for everybody who smoke, greenery, weed, whatever you want to call it, please remember this rule. Please have what you thankful for ready already, especially if you got a large family. We don't want to wait for you to say what you thankful for, and we know it's only going to be about 2 3 words, but we don't want to wait because we hungry. Okay, like it's gonna be 17 people. You number 16, and you like, I'm thankful for, and you just pause for about a minute and a half because you can't remember. I'm thankful for y'all as my family, and I love y'all. And just keep it pushing. Like I done seen this happen. This is why I'm able to talk about it. I really done seen somebody it get to somebody and they just like and they don't know what they really thankful for, and it just held up everything. Okay, and it was like it really got under my skin. It really got on my nerves because I'm thinking, you a whole grown up, how you don't know what you thankful for? We've been doing this since kindergarten. We wrote it on paper in elementary school. How do you still not know what you thankful for after all this time? Now y'all know better, so do better. All right, let's keep it pushing. I think I gave y'all some good positives and a slight few negatives, but these right here, this next section, right? These are the real rules right here, okay? So my next set of rules, I call these the serious rules, okay? If you a new cook, meaning I say under 5 years or less of cooking, you gotta sit Thanksgiving out. Now you can make a small meal for yourself, or if you got a family in practice, believe the Thanksgiving meal to Big Ma and Auntie and the Uncle crew, because they come through too on the grill, maybe or something like that. But leave it to them. Now, if you good and they ate your cooking before and they know you good, you might bring a dessert, a cake or something, pie, something like that. Or you might get one of the side dishes, but you ain't ready for the main dish meal. We don't need you in there measuring with a cup, 3/4 of salt. Just go and throw it over your shoulder a little bit, and that's how you get that in there. Okay. Don't take offense to them saying you ain't ready. You ain't ready. Okay. This is their holiday to come show out. Now, couple years from now, when they get a little older, they start wanting to look for help. Then you jump up and you be ready because it's your time now. But right now, 5 years and under as a cook, don't do it. Okay. You ain't got the, measurement skills yet where they just throw it in and it's all good. You ain't got that in your repertoire yet. So don't do it. Okay. Don't bring yourself up there to that kitchen. You can get your feelings hurt. And I don't want to see that for you. I'm just keeping it a buck. Okay. Now, for the reverends, and I know I'm gonna get some pushback from this one, but it has to be said. For the reverends and the elders in the family, the 20-minute prayer, we need it down to a good 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. We know the Lord made the trees and the bees and the birds and the ground and the grass, and the Lord did all that. We know. And especially if we didn't went around the table and said we thankful for, by this point we hungry. We probably even hangry. So come on, pray it up, but pray it good for 2 3 minutes. We ain't trying to have no service. Okay, and I'm saying that as a preacher's kid. Like I'm telling you, we ain't trying to have you preach down heaven at the prayer. We really just want you to go on and say, Father God, we thank you for this meal. We thank you for this family that we have with us at this point. We thank you for everything that you've given us. We are just thankful, 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 and then go on and say amen. Because we ain't trying to have no service. We just want to eat and talk and have a good time as a family. You gonna preach your sermon at the Thanksgiving service or something. Going with that now. Now this one probably also too gonna get on somebody's nerves, right? But family members, y'all know who y'all are with the bad kids, and you know if your kid's bad because everybody know their name. Marshawn, Laquan, Laquel, Malik, all them, right? If they know your kid's name by their first name or middle name, they bad. Everybody know they bad. We know they bad. But get to the point. Get them a pep talk before they get to the house. Don't be touching nothing. Don't break nothing, because then grandma, auntie, wherever house you at, you gonna get put out. Because you break something, grandma ain't gonna be too kind and too keen on you coming back. And if you the cousin with the bad kids, right? You the cousin or whatever with all the bad kids, and like you got all of them, it's like five of them. Just bring about two or three of them. Don't bring all of them, so the rest of us can get some food. Cause you and your kids gonna take it to go play anyway. So now that's about 10 plates y'all done had. Gone with that. We don't need it. All right. If you got family that's still, and again, we want to act like we don't. Everybody want to be like, "Ugh, not us." Everybody got family that's still. If you got family that's still, and we all know it because we're not angels, put the good stuff up before they come, so you ain't got to lock doors and pat everybody down on the way out. I'm just saying, it'll save you some headaches later. Just keeping it a buck. Um, ladies, this one especially for y'all. If you're not into sports on Thanksgiving, I don't know what to tell you. I hope that your phone is charged, your social medias is ready to go, because football gonna be on the screen all day, pretty much all weekend. Because Black Friday the college games be on, then Saturday some more college games, and then Sunday rolls back around. It's more football, NFL football. So, with that being said, I apologize in advance, but it's going to be football on the screen. It's going to be trash talking going on because my team playing his team, my uncle team, anybody's team, right? So, it's just going to be trash talk everywhere, and you just going to have to deal with it. It ain't nothing personal. We not ignoring you. I give you a hug, kiss, love you, but then I'm going with the guys to watch football, and that just is what it is. Now I'll jump in, a conversation or two and come back, but football is really gonna be what's on my mind this whole time at Thanksgiving. Now, with all that being said, right, in all honesty, I hope that everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Get with your family, laugh, enjoy your time with each other. Just get overall, just have a good time. Leave the negativity outside. And that's my thing. Like I learned to be big on family from my mom, and it was a huge thing for me to get with family every year for these holidays. Even if it was just the small contingency of family with my mom, my grandpa, my grandma, my aunt, that was still, it was still some of the best times as a kid. And I like, these rules, truthfully, they always, when I put them on Facebook the first year, everybody was like, "Yo, you crazy?" But when you think about it, it's kind of what happens in in our families. We just don't talk about it. So yeah, I decided to finally put it out on the podcast and have a little fun with it. I hope you guys really enjoy this one. Like, listen to it back on your way to the house. It's about 13 minutes of some change. So if you got to drive, you can listen to it. And hopefully y'all enjoy your time at Thanksgiving. Have a great one. There will be no issues episode for this coming Sunday the 27th. I mean, not 27th. Shoot, whatever day that day is on that Sunday. But yo, peace and love. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see y'all at the next one. I'm out.